Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Metro Exodus. With last thing we did is that we successfully was able to get out the desert area. We got to the valley. Anna is sick, and we are now dealing with some bandits, that's thugs in the valley, who are rather protective of their territory.
The teacher wanted us to defend ourselves.
If I remember correctly,
Well, none of this stuff helps. The bandits have been seen in the village again. Plus,
I'm
our guides
supposed
spotted
to
Drifter
be
today. This just means
make
they
my
need us
way
to remind them
towards
the lesson. That's why we're here.
actually let's see what I'm
We'll
supposed to be
catch a couple
doing.
and make some fresh scarecrows.
Investigate Oyashi's fate. Yeah, because we got into a train wreck basically.
But this new drifter doesn't look like a bandit.
Otiam almost
Perhaps he was
drowned.
just passing by.
Oyash also
If
almost
he is not a
drowned.
bandit, he should have just passed us by. But no, he crawled out of the river here. I say make a
But-
scarecrow out of him and keep the others away.
We were pulled out the water by a child of the forest, the dialogue said. While Oyash supposedly seems to have been taken by these fools. So, let's see if we can figure this out without being spotted, shall we? Okay, nice. Okay, got a guy over there. I've noted two people thus far. Two other people. There's someone over there. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. Okay, got a guy coming. Alright, so I'm seeing three people now. Because there's a guy in the building. Unless that, wow, the sky's like green. Crazy. Okay, so it seems like the guy that was walking this way. Okay, let me take out this dude. Okay, here's someone else that. All right. Let's get that guy in the building next. Let's see. I do want to talk about something, but I really want to focus on getting this part done first before I get into it. I need to be able to hear everything. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, Senora. Are you ready to meet your fate? I'm gonna kill you. There's two guys in that building. So I'm gonna do this a bit differently. Let's see what's over here. I don't see anybody. So it says I'm supposed to be determining Olias's fate. Pirates. I'm gonna walk around trying to get a survey of the area. Where is everybody? Okay. Because technically, I don't have to knock out everyone as long as I get through here safely. I'm good. So, like, where am I supposed to be going? Oh, that way. Alright, so I need to go back to where I came from. Guy up there, he can't see me because I'm far away right now. Seems pretty empty of villains over here. Oh, save point. Alright, cool. It's too early for me to be doing this. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm an early riser, always has been. Always have been is more accurate. No matter how much I drug myself, that's what happens. Oh shoot! Okay, so the guy's in here. All right, good to know. Good to know. All right. Okay. So that means I can do my night vision goggles. All right. So let's do this smartly. Found a lot of arrows. Sheesh. All right. See? There seems to be 2 ways I can get into here. Ah, I see 3 guys. How should I do this? I need to charge up. Okay. Got to a save point. I don't know why it saved, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so these guys can't see in the dark. But I can. Okay. Go ahead and get him out the way. Oh yeah, I knew these glasses would come in handy. Anything else you can give me, bud? No? Okay. Go ahead and get this out the way. Got a decoy. Nice, nice. Okay. All right. I think I've cleared the house. Let's burn all these spider webs. Spider's gonna crawl on me. I can see it now. Okay. Oh, quick saving, saving. Good. Okay. What's next? So we got this house cleared. I remember seeing a guy up here. Yep. And I think that's the same building where I saw 2 other guys lurking around. I like this game. It makes you think. Kind of like this one. Like, you really have to be, you know, pretty dang careful with what you decide to do, how you go about things. Sure, I'm going out here like an idiot and just, you know, go ham. But that would probably result in more suffering on my part than not. Okay. I think I gotta take this guy out. Molto bene. Turn off this light. Okay. Quick save. I'm not sure what this dude's doing. Alright, we got a guy over here. Alright. Should be able to get this dude pretty easily. What, you can't yawn, senora? No, another save point. Love it. Alright, cool. This is going... Okay, so we got a guy over there. Smart thing to do. Probably get that guy over there first because I am in the broad daylight, or light more like it. Matter of fact, daylight is seeming to be coming through now, even though I hear the sounds of night. So come over here. Yes, there seems to be an entrance to that building. Yeah, this is where I knocked out that first dude. So yeah, there's some stairs up here. Alright, I see 3 thus far. Okay, let's come up here. Okay. I should be able to take out this guy. I just climbed through here.
Why all this commotion over a couple of stupid drifters? I guess the instructor was bored too.
Okay. Okay. Just gonna serve like a idea of the situation.
Why do I have to stand here? Stupid place.
Okay. Guy over there that I saw earlier almost saw me, but we're good. Another save point. Okay.
I feel like someone's looking at me.
Okay. I don't hear anyone at the moment. Like, I want to take that light out. We good. Alright, so there's a guy over there now. I'm gonna go ahead and get him because I feel like he's going to be a problem in the future. So I'm also going to take him out. This is going abnormally well. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like maybe I'm missing something. Like, it's too easy right now. I've taken out like 5 different guys without incident. Heck, probably close to 10. Should I be appreciative of this luck? Probably. But should I be wary of it? Probably. Okay.
Oh, so it was just me imagining things. I see.
Okay. Okay. Gonna come up over here. Check out that guy.
As if
Go ahead
the
and check out this
intruders
light.
had come here.
Well, actually, no. I'm going to check out this guy first.
That's for sure.
Okay. I'm going to check out this light. Safe point. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I take this guy out. Because they're... I'm only seeing him at the moment. I definitely saw a guy walking around earlier, though. I'm not sure if it was him, though. It could have been. It definitely could have been. It is 12:04. 12:04 in the morning. Okay.
Standing around here.
I hear someone else.
Maybe I could still shoot a deer or something without walking too far away.
Where direction is that coming from, though? Ah, might be up there. Yep. Okay. Before I continue, I need to survey the area. See who else is here. And who can see them so I can take them out safely. Again, just trying to figure out where the heck Oliosh is and what happened to him. Because at the moment, I don't know.
Maybe I could still shoot a deer. Why do I have to stand
Someone
here? Stupid place.
is downstairs, I think. That's where that sound's coming from. Safe point. Go ahead and get down here. Oh, tiens. Thank you. This is the most helpful thing I've picked up. I don't want to break down the door. Why can't I just go in there like a normal human? Oh, guess that really didn't do anything. Okay. Ooh! Nice. Got night vision scope on the freaking, on the crossbow. Well, this is a very nice find. Alright. So, my theory that someone was down here is incorrect. So, where is that voice coming from? Is it above me? I want to get a better idea of the lower level before I go upstairs. Because it could be the Oliosh just upstairs.
I wish some bandits came here or something.
Oh yeah, nah, he's definitely up there. That's the direction of his voice is coming from.
Why do I have to stand here? Stupid place.
Yes, I did go over. I'm just looking at areas I haven't gone to yet that might be a problem. But yeah, see, I see the lights up there. They're definitely, so like, I have to go up this tower. That's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and do that. While I make my way over there. So remember how I was talking about the Casey Anthony case, and I was watching a documentary about the situation? I finally finished the documentary. I had to stop for a little while because I was just so mad with the whole situation. Like, it was hard for me to watch. I finished it, finally. It's on Hulu. And after watching it, I am still convinced she killed her daughter, Casey Anthony. I feel like she definitely did kill her daughter, Kaylee Anthony. I understand, though, why she was acquitted. It makes complete sense. I highly suggest you watch the documentary.
I feel like someone's looking at me.
But what ended up happening is that she got a really good defense attorney, and the prosecution sucked at their job. That's honestly what I feel like happened. She was definitely guilty, but because she got lucky and got a defense attorney that did his job exceptionally well, she was able to get off with murder. This is why I say this. In the case, I feel like the biggest problem with prosecution is a couple of things. They tried to pin her with premeditated first-degree murder. That's what they were trying to charge her with. And there were a couple of misdemeanor charges as well, and a couple other felonies like aggravated child abuse, child neglect, things like that. But the biggest thing that they were trying to get her for was the first-degree premeditated murder. I feel like they were going for way too hard of a charge to prove. Because to prove premeditated murder, you have to show a lot of stuff. You have to show that, one, she committed the murder, two, she planned the murder out, and her motive for doing it in the first place. And all that stuff was pretty weak. In the entire documentary, never once did I think it was premeditated. I honestly feel like it could have been an accident or just a spur in a moment thing. So I was thinking it was more like manslaughter.
Come in.
Oh, hey, Alton. Hey,
Trying
I
to
mean, Anna.
contact you. What happened? Artyom, please. Come in.
Hi.
Over. Are
Well,
you two alright?
I'm fine. A solemn oath. We grew out of this camp as we grew out of childish games, and now we are leaving for the first. We swear we'll become better and stronger, and we'll survive in this new world. 147 signatures.
Come in, guys. Please. Over.
Okay, guess we're going this way now. Figure out what the heck Oriash is. Uh-oh. Heave! Heave your body. Oh my! Oh no! No. Bad. I want nothing to do with that. No, I'm going home. I'm turning around. I'm not doing that. No, screw that. It's your freaking annihilation looking bare self. Heck do you think this is? Chernobyl? Might as well be at this point. Gosh. Anyway, what I was talking about was the Casey Anthony case, right? So yeah, they asked for too much. I honestly believe that. And another big problem with them was that there was a method that they had a doctor, an anthropologist doctor use. And what he did was that, because when they found Casey's car, they said that there was aroma and a stain and like a scent coming from the stain in the carpet of her car. So what they did was that the scientists cut out a sample from the carpet. They put that in a paint container. They let that sit for a little while so that the fumes and the gaseous particles from the carpet would be emitted into the can. And then they removed a sample of the vapor from the can, and they most likely put that through a GC or a gas chromatographer or chromatogram. It's I learned in college. It's it's a method that can be used to separate different gases, because if you don't know, gases, they're made of like different molecules and atoms and stuff, so they will go through a why am I going towards the direction they're running from? Oh shoot, they're after me. It's just so dumb. But the way GC works is that you have a semi-porous column. What happens is, because these gaseous particles will interact with the column differently, you can separate the gas particles and therefore identify what the different chemicals in a gaseous or vaporized sample is composed of. So say you have a sample that has been vaporized and is composed of methane and hydrochloric vapor. So what will happen is those two will be separated because they will have different interactions with the GC column that's in the instrument. So what I'm thinking what they did is that they took the vapor from the paint glass, from the can of paint, or more like, oh, there's a bird outside my door. Oh, look at you, you're so cute. But they took a sample from the vapor that came off the carpet that was in the paint can, and they probably ran that through a GC to determine the different vaporized chemicals that were in the sample. Problem with that, well, let's say this. Oh. Okay. Now, on its surface, it actually makes a lot of sense, because when a body decomposes, various chemicals and putrid vapors come off the body. So it makes sense that you might be able to determine certain aspects and characterization of the decomposition process of a body if a body was in fact on that carpet like the officers were thinking. Problem is, though, it was a completely new method that had never been used in a court of law as evidence before then. So, imagine you in the court of law trying to prove that a body was in Casey's car, and you're using a method.
Be on your way, Drifter. I'm not an enemy to you. All right. Shoot.
Speak.
I'm not afraid to die. Teacher, I come to you to face the final exam. I am ready. I wasn't a coward.
I'll just knock him out. Just hush. So yeah, imagine that a completely new method that makes sense on the surface but hasn't been tested, has never been used as evidence in a court of law before, and you're trying to use that to prove that a body was in Casey Anthony's car. Defense tore that up because one of the biggest thing that they were trying to say is that Casey Anthony possibly used chloroform to knock her daughter out, and they used the evidence from this new gas chromatography method to say, yeah, that's possibly what happened, because the researchers stated that he found high levels of chloroform in the vapor sample. And if you don't know, chloroform can be used to knock a person out, which you're probably aware of this, but it can also it's also in a variety of other things. Like chloroform is just CHCO3, so that can be made out of like common household products. So that could have been created anyway. That doesn't necessarily mean that Casey, used that compound to knock out her daughter. Also, chloroform is one of the compounds that is made during the decomposition process of a human body. So I know the prosecutor is saying, oh, there are high levels of it. So that doesn't really explain that it was only just the natural decomposition of the body. But yeah, defense is saying you can have these high levels of chloroform anywhere. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean Casey used it to knock out her daughter. Another thing, so that was the problem with that, the fact that they used a very new process to try and prove that a dead body was in Casey's car. Oh, what's this? Investigate Oyas's fate. That's what I'm doing. Oh, what was the other thing? There's that thing, and then let's see what defense talked about. I'm thinking about so many things right now. Like, where am I supposed to be going? Where the heck Oyash is? What happened in that freaking case? Oh, look, the ladder. Nice. So there was that. Oh, now this was interesting. Oh, before I continue on with the other part, is that the dude who did this vapor analysis, he wasn't even a chemist. He was an anthropologist, which, if you don't know, those are people who, you probably do know this, but those are people who like study human history, if I understand, like the development of the human, that type of thing. From what I understand, I'm not an anthropologist. I don't know much about it. I just know the basics. Oh God, spider! Get off me! Ah! But the method he was using was very chemistry based. GC, gas chromatography, is used commonly in chemistry because, as you can imagine, if you can separate, oh gosh, if you can separate compounds in the vapor phase, it is pretty fast, it's pretty efficient, and it very well separates the compounds. So commonly you have to figure out, oh, what is in a sample or whatever. Like when I was in college, we had a project where we had to use like high whatever gas chromatography so that we can determine if there was any prohibited pesticides in a water sample that we collected from a local lake. We didn't find anything, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so that's the type of thing you do, and it's highly sensitive. So like you can get like the smallest amount of so like if you have a very low concentration of a compound, you can still possibly detect it in gas chromatography. Whereas with liquid basic chromatography, that may not be the case. So the method made sense, but it's very chemistry related, and he is an anthropologist, not a chemist. So that, I feel like, definitely screwed themselves up. What I feel like they should have done was had him do the experiment, explain it to a chemist, and and have a chemist carry out the experiment and make both of them expert witnesses.
I told you he was not alone.
Ah, all right. Let's cut the rope and take him to the camp with the first one.
All right, or else he's alive.
Wait a minute. You pioneers already have one, and this is our catch.
He got caught on our turf.
The net is mine, so bite me.
Oh, yeah? Well, why did you set the trap on our turf then? Besides, you already have an intruder's backpack.
I dived for the backpack, and you chickened out.
Oh, I chickened out?
Guys.
You're pirates. You have more boats. And this one will face the forest court.
Bоже moj, you are all cowards. He's an intruder, an enemy.
What are you, a bandit? What did the teacher say? He said we must be different. Did you forget?
Isn't your head getting a bit too big? The teacher said we have to defend ourselves first. All the rest was later. Did you forget what the intruders would do here? He's an intruder too, so he must...
Enough! The forest court comes first. The court will decide if we kill him.
Great, now he's frying. Oh man, I got a flaming bear out here now. Oh, this is stupid. Alright, let's see what it says. Free Oleas. Now I know for sure that Oleas is alive. He was kept in a local's camp as something in between a guest and a prisoner. If we are to get out of this alive, we'll have to keep together. I have no choice but to arrange his escape. So as I was saying, I feel like they should have had the anthropologist and a chemist carry out the experiment. That way, defense wouldn't have been able to tear into the expert witness saying, dude, your method is very chemistry based and you're not even a chemist. So how can you say definitively what you're talking about is even correct? So that really screwed up everything. And then another thing was that because they found Kaylee's body, it was bones. And they examined the bones, a very well-known, I think she's called Dr. G. She examined the bones and she said that she found duct tape possibly on the face. And that made prosecution say, okay, that means duct tape was a murder weapon. They believed that what Casey did was that she taped her daughter's face, like the mouth, taped over her mouth and her nose so that she wouldn't breathe, put her in trash bags, and then dumped her body while she suffocated, basically. That's what they thought. And they thought that was kind of shown by the fact that when they found the skull, the mandible, the lower part of the jaw, and then the rest of the skull were held together. The expert witness for the prosecution was saying this wouldn't have happened naturally unless the two pieces of the skull were being held together by something, say, duct tape. So they were saying how this proves that duct tape was a murder weapon, and therefore this was a homicide, and therefore Casey most likely did it. Problem was, though, they had someone else come in and examine the bone and said, you cannot say definitively that the tape was around the mouth. Yes, there was tape, but how can we say for sure that it was around the mouth? It could have been anywhere on the body. Uh-oh. There was a safe point and the music got serious. The tape could have been anywhere on the body, so we cannot say definitively that the mouth was where the tape was. So that's how they debunked that aspect of the prosecution's thing, or statement, argument, whatever. I'm trying to think if there's anything else particularly insane. Yeah, we're in the wrong direction. Oh, I'll be quick. So I'm trying to think. That case was really interesting. I've never heard all the facts of the case before, and now that I hear it, as stated in the beginning, I still think she did it, because what she claimed what happened was that her daughter drowned in the family's swimming pool, and her father is like, look at what you've done, your mother will never forgive you. And he arranged for the disposal and hiding of the body.
So you got out, you asshole. It takes real skill to get away from the master of the forest. This means you're dangerous.
It's my stuff.
Fucking backpack. I got greedy.
I got all my stuff.
Well, shoot me. Or scram. I gotta get ready for the final.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Tell the teacher.
What was I saying? Oh shoot, got 4 now. The hell? Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, as I was saying, I never heard all the facts of the case before. Hearing them now makes me, again, as I said, understand why the jury acquitted her. Because, as stated, the prosecution... Oh, let me hide in here. Prosecution did not do a good job at presenting all the facts of the case. They did not show how the murder was premeditated. They couldn't explain when or where supposedly Casey killed her. They can't even definitively prove that it was in fact a homicide. Sure, her body was found in trash bags, so why else would she be in trash bags unless it was a murder? But they didn't do a good job. I remember what I was saying earlier. I was saying how what she was saying, Casey, that happened was that she drowned in the family pool. The father was like, and the mother's never going to forgive you. And he was responsible for disposing of the body. And she accused him of sexually assaulting her when she was young. And that's why she lied, because she was taught to lie by her father when he was sexually assaulting her. Her father denies anything like that ever happened. So yeah, I don't believe that story at all. It makes no sense to me. Even if that is true. It doesn't explain, in my opinion, why you would put your daughter who died by accident in trash bags and try to dispose of her in the woods. It doesn't explain the lying and the fact that she was, after supposedly this terrible accident happened, and she was so distraught, she was out there partying and enjoying her life, because shortly after Kaylee went missing, people were saying how, like, her boyfriend, his friends, saying how she seemed completely fine. She was happy. She was happy going to parties and things like that. So if she was so distraught by this accident that killed her daughter, why acting like nothing happened, like everything's fine?
I am not your enemy! Lower your weapon! I didn't detect the intruders. First, I only had to shoot once and I kept my eyes shut that time. And it was you who attacked us and raped and killed.
Huh?
We were only defending ourselves.
What are you talking about?
You won't shoot.
No.
Well, if you're not going to shoot, then it's true that some intruders are kind of okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
We are pioneers. We only kill the bandits.
Okay.
The pirates, though, they just turn intruders into pincushions, not waiting for the forest court. They also rob, like bandits do. We're different, even though we grew up together. We do as the teacher told us to, but they misinterpret his words.
Well, I'm not gonna hurt you then.
Hey,
Yes?
they took one of yours to the camp. He didn't look like a bandit either. They'll probably let him go after the forest court. Besides, Olga likes him and she's an instructor.
Perfect.
Just don't kill our people in the camp. There are women and children. Don't hurt them, please.
Of course. I won't.
And go around the guards, through the cave, or by boat. Just don't hurt anyone, please.
Babana. Sorry I knocked out some of you guys. I didn't know. But yeah, her story, it's full of holes. It doesn't make sense. And it made me so mad. And this defense attorney was so freaking good. He did his job. I was talking to myself yesterday, just like, he did his blasted job. The point of a defense attorney is not to prove anything. That's the prosecution attorney. The burden of proof is on the prosecution, not the defense attorney. The defense attorney just has to do enough so there's just enough reasonable doubt in what the prosecution is saying to get his client off. And that's exactly what he did. He put just enough doubt on the facts of the case that the prosecution was presenting so that they would acquit her. He did an amazing job. Like, you know the whole thing about apparently his daughter, Casey was sexually assaulted by her father? He's the only one who said that.
Am I teaching you how to do nothing? I'm not, so you stay out of my business.
I just want to help. It's totally going to snap.
You already did help once. You're lucky you still have that arm.
So I made a mistake. Do I have to sit here for the rest of my life now?
Yeah, he put just enough doubt in what the prosecution was stating to get her off. Like, as I was saying, he said that she was sexually assaulted, but not once did he present any information, any proof of that at all. He just presented it in his opening statement, and that was it. That was it. During his entire time, during like cross-examination, presenting his case, and doing his part, he just went on badgering on what the prosecution was saying. So, honestly, after hearing everything from that case, and how even I started to doubt what the prosecution was saying, because I believe she did it. But after hearing what the jury probably heard, and not even all of it, I myself was also saying, I understand prosecution, but I also understand what defense is saying, and it makes sense as well. So I cannot sit there and say, this woman is guilty of first-degree murder and sentence her to death. Because I cannot say confidently that she 100% did what the prosecution is saying. Prosecution did not show when, where, how she did it. And everything that they did show, defense says or said that might be another reason that explains the evidence. Or that the evidence the prosecution does have is either contaminated, unproven because it's a new method, what have you. So it makes me mad, but I do not blame the jurors in the slightest. I probably would have given the same verdict as well. I would have given not guilty. It's crazy. The defense did an amazing job. He put that mess in their head about the sexual abuse and then didn't even worry about it because that's his job to prove stuff. It's his job to just put doubt about the prosecution's defense. And that's what he did, and she was able to get off. It was something, it was a spectacle, that case. It makes me so mad. She got extremely lucky that she picked a good defense attorney, and prosecution was, let's be honest, a little stupid. It was really interesting. So yeah, I do feel like she did it. But prosecution didn't have enough to charge her with. They tried to ask for too much, and that resulted in her getting off. And she had a good defense attorney. I've been playing for a while, so I feel like this is actually a good place to stop. Yeah, that case is really good. Well, not good. It's really, really sad. But I feel like if I was a lawyer or like a teacher or something, and I was trying to teach people how to be a lawyer, a defense lawyer at that, I would definitely show what her defense attorney did, because as you can see, it worked. She's out there free, doing whatever she wants. So yeah, that is it for this playthrough. I know I talked a lot, but yeah, if you want to watch that case, it's on Hulu. It's a little like 3-episode documentary. I think it's actually just called the Casey Anthony case or something like that. Very interesting, very infuriating, but I'm glad I finished it, because before I was just like, how in the world could she not have been found guilty? But after watching, I'm just like, this makes sense. She had a good defense attorney, and I didn't know that before, so I'm glad I watched it, and I hope you guys do too. Alright, so that's it for this playthrough. Thank you for watching and listening to my ramblings, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.